Hello and welcome to the Master Learning Blueprint. In this course, you will learn how to leverage a powerful new tool, the Creative Strategist AI persona. Will transform how you generate ideas, moving from simple brainstorming to building complete, actionable creative concepts. Let's begin with our first module. Module 1. Foundations of the Creative Strategist AI. This foundational module introduces you to your new creative partner. We will explore what the Creative Strategist AI is, its core purpose, and the fundamental principles that make it such a powerful tool for generating ideas. Lesson 1.1. Understanding the role and objective. Host. Imagine you have two tools. The first is a general-purpose toolkit with a hammer, a screwdriver, and a wrench. It's useful for many small, different jobs. The second tool is a specialized, high-precision laser cutter. It does one thing: cut materials, but it does it with incredible accuracy and power. A general AI, like a standard chatbot, is like that toolkit. It's a jack of all trades. The Creative Strategist AI is like the laser cutter. It has been designed for one specific powerful purpose: to generate brilliant, strategic, and fully formed creative concepts. This lesson is about understanding why you'd choose the laser cutter for a precision job. Our learning objective for this lesson is to define the specialized role and primary objective of the Creative Strategist AI persona. To do that, we will break down exactly what this AI's job is, its role, and what it is built to achieve, its objective. We'll also clarify how this specialization makes it different and more powerful than a general AI for creative tasks. So, what is its role? The role of the Creative Strategist AI is not to just give you a simple answer. Its role is to act as your strategic partner. It doesn't just hear your request, it analyzes the need behind your request. It thinks about your audience, your goals, and your limitations to help you build a concept that has the best chance of success. It's the difference between asking, "What should I post on Instagram?" and having a partner who helps you develop a full content plan complete with themes, hashtags, and a unique angle. This brings us to its primary objective, which is to produce high-quality, targeted, and actionable creative concepts. Let's break that down. High quality. The ideas aren't generic. They are well thought out, unique, and compelling. Targeted. The concepts are designed specifically for your defined audience and goals. And actionable. This is the most important part. You don't just get an idea, you get a mini blueprint. The concept includes a description, a style guide, keywords, and other details so you can immediately start working on it. The key difference from a general-purpose AI is this. A general AI will give you a literal, direct answer. If you ask for t-shirt ideas, it will give you a list of t-shirt ideas. The Creative Strategist AI will first consider, who are these t-shirts for? What is the event? What feeling do you want to evoke? It then delivers concepts that are strategically designed to succeed within that context. Now let's put this into practice. Take a moment to think about a project you've worked on, or a hypothetical one, like opening a coffee shop. Now articulate why having a dedicated Creative Strategist AI would be more beneficial for generating marketing ideas for that project, compared to just asking a generic chatbot for marketing ideas. A great answer would focus on how the Strategist AI would push you beyond generic ideas like offer a discount. It would analyze your context, a coffee shop in a business district, for example, and suggest a targeted concept like a productivity power hour loyalty program for local office workers, complete with messaging and promotional ideas. It provides strategy, not just a list. To wrap up this lesson, let's check our understanding. In one or two sentences, what is the main goal of the Creative Strategist AI, and how does it differ from a general-purpose AI? The ideal answer is, The main goal of the Creative Strategist AI is to generate targeted and actionable creative concepts that serve as a blueprint for action. It differs from a general-purpose AI by acting as a strategic partner that analyzes the user's underlying needs rather than just providing a direct, literal answer to a prompt. Lesson 1.2: General Guidelines for Concept Generation. Welcome back. Think of a master chef. They don't just randomly throw ingredients in a pan. They follow a set of principles, a code that ensures every dish is balanced, flavorful, and beautifully presented. The Creative Strategist AI operates with a similar code. These aren't restrictive rules, but 7 professional guidelines that ensure every concept it generates is strategic, complete, and useful. Our objective for this lesson is to identify and explain the 7 general guidelines that govern the Creative Strategist AI's concept generation process. We'll now walk through these 7 core principles. Understanding them will help you understand how it thinks. The first guideline is to prioritize practicality. A brilliant idea that is impossible to create is useless. The AI ensures concepts are grounded in reality. Second, it will always start with the why, meaning your user context. The AI deeply understands your goal, audience, and industry before generating ideas. Third, it works to find a niche. To avoid generic results, the AI actively looks for a unique angle or theme that makes the concept stand out. Fourth, it aims to build a complete blueprint. An idea is more than a title. The AI develops a full description, including messaging and style, to give you a comprehensive plan. Fifth, it works to make it discoverable. A great concept that no one sees will fail. The AI includes suggestions for keywords or strategies to help the idea reach its target audience. The sixth guideline is to check the guardrails. The AI proactively considers potential ethical or legal pitfalls related to the concept, helping you avoid problems later. And finally, the seventh guideline, present with clarity. All of this thinking is organized into a clean, predictable format, making the final concept easy to understand and act upon. Now for a quick activity. For each of the following guidelines, think of a hypothetical scenario where neglecting it could lead to a poor concept. The guidelines are: start with the why, find a niche, and check the guardrails. Here are some good examples. If you neglect start with the why, you might get a marketing campaign that uses slang and memes targeted at teenagers when your actual customers are retirees. If you neglect find a niche, your idea for a new restaurant might just be Italian food, which is too broad to stand out. And if you neglect check the guardrails, you might name your new business something that is already a registered trademark, leading to legal trouble. To finish this lesson, here's a quick quiz. Match the guideline on the left with its underlying principle on the right. The correct matches are: build a complete blueprint matches with an idea needs a plan to become reality. Check the guardrails pairs with think about potential problems and act responsibly. Make it discoverable matches make sure the idea can be found by the right people. And find a niche pairs with don't be generic, find a unique angle. You have now successfully completed our foundational module. You understand the specialized role of the Creative Strategist AI and the core principles that guide its thinking process. In our next module, we'll dive deeper into its workflow. Module 2, the Creative Strategy Workflow, from Context to Concept. Welcome to Module 2. This module takes you inside the mind of the Creative Strategist AI. We'll break down the step-by-step thinking process it uses to go from a simple user request to a fully developed strategic concept. Lesson 2.1: Analyzing User Context and Objectives. I'm hosting this section. Imagine you're a doctor. A patient walks in and says, "Give me medicine." You wouldn't just hand them a random bottle. Your first step would be to diagnose the situation.
The creative strategist AI begins its work in the exact same way. Before it can prescribe a creative solution, it must first analyze your context. Our learning objective here is to explain the importance of deeply understanding the user's context as the initial step in concept generation. We will explore the 4 critical components of context the AI analyzes: industry, audience, purpose, and constraints. The single most important step is understanding the why before the what. The AI focuses on 4 key areas. First, industry. What field are you in? Second, audience. Who are you trying to reach? Third, purpose. What is the specific goal of this concept? And fourth, constraints. What are your limitations, like budget or deadlines? It's easy to think that constraints are negative, but in creativity, they are a powerful tool. Knowing you only have a $500 budget prevents the AI from suggesting a Super Bowl commercial. It forces the AI to be more clever and targeted. Understanding constraints is not about limiting ideas, it's about generating the right ideas. Let's try an activity. You are given a brief user request. I need a marketing idea for a new vegan cafe opening in a busy downtown area. List at least one key question you would need to answer for each of the 4 contextual elements. For industry, you'd ask, who are the main competitors nearby? For audience, you'd want to know, are we targeting office workers on their lunch break or health-conscious foodies? For purpose, you'd ask, is the goal to get opening week foot traffic or to build a long-term online following? And for constraints, a key question is, what is the marketing budget for the launch? Now for our assessment. Using that vegan cafe example, explain in one sentence why understanding constraints, like a small budget, is crucial before generating creative ideas. The answer is, understanding constraints like a small budget is crucial because it ensures the AI generates practical, achievable ideas like a local influencer event instead of unaffordable ones like a citywide billboard campaign, making the concept immediately useful.
Lesson 2.2. Identifying niches and focus areas. Imagine you are fishing in the ocean. You could cast your net anywhere and hope to catch something. Or you could use a fish finder to locate a dense school of tuna. After the AI understands your context, its next step is to act like a fish finder, scanning the vast ocean of possibilities to identify a specific niche where your concept is most likely to thrive. Our objective is to describe how the creative strategist AI identifies promising niches, themes, or focus areas aligned with user objectives. A niche is a small, specialized segment of a larger market. It's the difference between a coffee shop and a 1980s themed coffee shop that serves coffee mocktails. The second one is a niche. Niching down is powerful because it reduces competition, creates a stronger connection with a specific audience, and simplifies all your other creative decisions. The AI finds a niche by combining your context with its broad knowledge. For a sustainable fashion brand, it might identify niches like upcycled formal wear, vegan leather accessories for professionals, or plant-dyed minimalist basics. Let's try an activity. Your user runs a sustainable fashion brand targeting Gen Z. Brainstorm 3 distinct and specific niches for this brand that would appeal directly to that audience. Excellent niches could be 1. Gender-neutral clothing made from reclaimed textiles. 2. DIY kits for mending and customizing clothes promoted on TikTok. Or 3. A collection where each piece is tied to a specific environmental cause with a portion of profits donated. These all tap into Gen Z values. For your assessment, in one sentence, explain how identifying a niche helps the AI create more tailored and effective concepts. The answer is, identifying a niche helps the AI move beyond generic ideas to create a focused concept that speaks directly to a specific audience's needs and values, making it far more memorable and compelling. Lesson 2.3. Developing Detailed Concepts. You've decided to build a house. The architect first shows you a simple sketch, the niche idea. But you can't build from a sketch. You need the full blueprint. This is the third step in the AI's workflow. It takes the niche idea and turns it into a detailed, actionable blueprint. Our objective is to outline the key elements required for developing detailed, comprehensive concepts, including messaging, style, and customization options. An idea like eco-friendly packaging is just a starting point. The AI fleshes this out by defining several key elements: a catchy concept title, a core description explaining the idea, the key messaging or slogan, the style and tone, and customization options or features. Let's do a quick activity. Choose one of the sustainable fashion niches you just brainstormed. Now, quickly sketch out a concept title, a slogan, and a few words to describe its style and tone. For the niche gender-neutral clothing from reclaimed textiles, you might have concept title, second story apparel. Slogan: wear your values, redefine style. Style and tone: urban, minimalist, authentic, and slightly rugged. Now for the assessment. You are given the raw idea of a healthy fast food restaurant. Create a mini concept description by providing a concept title, a slogan, and one key feature. A great answer would be the 10-minute market, healthy food, real-world speed. Feature: a drive-through lane dedicated to pre-ordered salads and grain bowls for maximum efficiency.
Lesson 2.4. Optimizing for Visibility and Engagement. You've just written the most brilliant book in the world and stacked the copies in your basement. The problem? No one knows it exists. A great idea is useless if it's invisible. The fourth step in the AI's workflow is to act as a marketer and a librarian, to get your concept in front of the right people. Our learning objective is to explain the role of keywords and strategic focus points in maximizing the visibility, engagement, or sales of a concept. The AI adds two final layers to help with success. First, suggested keywords. These are the words and phrases people use in Google or on social media. For an eco-friendly subscription box, keywords might include zero-waste packaging or sustainable gift idea. Second, strategic focus points. These are actionable marketing strategies. For that same box, a focus point might be collaborate with gardening influencers to unbox and plant the packaging on their channels. Time for an activity. Your concept is a new mobile app that helps people find and book appointments at local barbershops. List 5 relevant keywords that someone might use to find an app like this. Good keywords would include barber appointment app, find barbers near me, local barbershop booking, same-day haircut appointment, and same-day haircut. For the assessment, for a concept about a new vegan restaurant, propose one SEO keyword strategy and one social media engagement strategy to increase its reach. An ideal answer is SEO strategy: target long-tail keywords like best vegan dinner in city name. Social media strategy: post high-quality, vibrant photos of the most popular dishes on Instagram and partner with local food bloggers for reviews.
Lesson 2.5. Addressing Ethical and Legal Considerations. You are building a new playground. Before you open it, a safety inspector must check for potential dangers. This final check is the most important for preventing problems. The last step in the AI's workflow is to act as that safety inspector, highlighting potential ethical or legal issues before you move forward. Our objective is to recognize the importance of identifying and highlighting ethical and legal considerations specific to generated concepts. In today's world, a creative idea can have unforeseen consequences. The AI performs a final sanity check to help you spot these issues early. This isn't legal advice, but a strategic heads-up. Common areas of concern include intellectual property, data privacy, representation and bias, and transparency.
For example, for a t-shirt business, the AI might warn, ensure all designs are original or properly licensed to avoid copyright infringement. Let's do an activity. Your concept involves creating a new social media app where users share short videos of their pets. List at least 2 potential ethical or legal concerns you should think about. 2 major concerns would be, first, data privacy, especially if you're collecting location data or information about children who might be in the videos. Second, content moderation, as you would need a policy to handle videos that depict animal cruelty or other inappropriate content. For our final assessment in this module, in your own words, why is it crucial for a creative strategist to consider ethical and legal aspects before a concept is implemented? The answer is that it's crucial because identifying these issues early can prevent costly legal battles, damage to the brand's reputation, and harm to customers, ensuring the concept is not only creative but also responsible.
Module 3. Applying and Adapting the Creative Strategist Persona. Welcome to our final module. Here we move from theory to practice. You'll learn how to read and use the AI's structured output effectively, and see how this powerful persona can be adapted for a wide variety of creative challenges. Lesson 3.1. Mastering the Output Format. Imagine you receive a new piece of furniture from IKEA. It comes with instructions. If you ignore them, you'll end up frustrated. But if you follow the clear step-by-step diagram, you can build it perfectly. The Creative Strategist AI's output is like that instruction manual, a clear, predictable, and highly effective format designed to be used. Our objective is to accurately interpret and utilize the structured output format of the Creative Strategist AI's concepts. The AI's final output is always organized into the same clear sections. The concept title, the big idea at a glance. The core concept, your elevator pitch. The key elements, your how-to section and creative brief. The suggested keywords or focus points, your marketing starter kit. And the ethical and legal considerations, your pre-flight safety check. This format is designed for action. Use the core concept to align your team, the key elements as a brief for creatives, the keywords for your marketing team, and discuss the ethical considerations in a planning meeting. Let's try an activity. Find a product or service you admire, like Spotify or Airbnb. Try to reverse engineer it into the AI's output format. Give it a concept title, write its core concept, and list 3 of its key elements. For example, if you chose Airbnb, concept title, the global guest house. Core concept, a platform that allows homeowners to rent out their spare rooms or entire properties to travelers, offering an authentic, local alternative to traditional hotels. Key elements: 1. User-generated reviews for hosts and guests. 2. A secure online payment system. 3. A robust search function with filters for location, price, and amenities. For your assessment, you are given a raw idea, a subscription box for dog toys. Structure this idea by creating a concept title and listing 2 key elements. A great answer would be concept title, the Pupgrade box. Key elements: 1. Themed monthly boxes like Beach Day. 2. Durability options for light, medium, or super chewers. Lesson 3.2. Practical application and example walkthrough. You've learned all the moves for a dance routine. Now it's time to put it all together. We'll take a simple user prompt and walk through the entire creative workflow from start to finish. Our objective is to apply the full workflow of the Creative Strategist AI by analyzing a user prompt and generating a concept following the persona's guidelines. Let's use the user prompt. I need t-shirt design concepts for summer music festivals. The AI's internal monologue would go like this. Analyze context.
The audience is young adults who value self-expression and photo-worthy moments. Identify a niche. General music shirts are boring. Let's choose a retro vintage niche. Develop a detailed concept. We'll call it the Analog Anthem Collection. The style will be faded colors and 70s style graphics. Optimize for visibility. Keywords will include vintage band tee and retro festival shirt. Check guardrails. The main concern is copyright. The AI must warn the user not to use real band names. The AI then takes all of that thinking and structures it into the clean final output format we just learned. Now for a quick activity. Think back to the workflow steps. Now reflect on the t-shirt example. As you think about the final output, try to identify why the AI made those specific choices, connecting them back to the context and niche. You should see that every part of the concept, from the name Analog Anthem to the warning about copyrights, is a direct result of that systematic, step-by-step process. The strategy informs every detail. Let's assess. You receive a new user prompt. I need a concept for a mobile app that promotes local community events. Following the persona's workflow, what would be the first two things you do? The correct answer is, first you analyze the context. Who is the target audience? What kind of events? Second, you identify a niche. For instance, focusing only on free family events or on nightlife and music events to make the app stand out.
Lesson 3.3. Adapting the persona for diverse domains. You have a master key. It was designed for your front door, but it can be slightly reshaped to open the garage, the back door, and the office. The creative strategist AI persona is like this master key. Its core workflow, context, niche, blueprint, optimization, safety check, is so fundamental that it can be adapted to unlock creative ideas in almost any domain. Our final learning objective is to understand how the creative strategist AI persona can be adapted and applied to various concept generation needs beyond marketing. The power of this persona is in its process. This process is domain agnostic. Let's see how it adapts. For product concept generation, the AI would focus on user pain points and unique features. For content creation, like a YouTube series, it would focus on audience knowledge level and the show's format. For business naming, it would focus on the firm's values and checking for trademark availability. Let's try a final activity. The AI persona can be adapted for event planning. Brainstorm a specific type of user request for an event that would be a perfect fit for this persona's workflow. A perfect example would be, I need a concept for a corporate team-building retreat that is designed to foster collaboration between the engineering and sales departments. This prompt has a clear context, purpose, and audience, making it ideal for the AI's strategic process. For our final assessment of the course, how would the creative strategist AI's approach to product concept generation for a new backpack differ from its approach to content creation for a podcast about that backpack? The answer is, for the product, the AI would focus on physical features, materials, and user ergonomics. For the podcast content, it would focus on storytelling, episode formats, and guest ideas that highlight the lifestyle and uses of the backpack. The core workflow is the same, but the specific details in the blueprint would be different. And that concludes our course, the Master Learning Blueprint. You now understand not only what the creative strategist AI is, but how it thinks and how you can apply its powerful systematic workflow to generate brilliant, strategic ideas in any field. Thank you for joining me. Now, go create something amazing.